Namaste. Thank you for joining me today on this 10th and last session of Devi Katha. I finished all the Devi Mahatmyam in the first 8 sessions. In the last session, I had told the stories of the first 3 Navadurgas who we worship during Navaratri on the first 3 days. And that was Shailaputri, Brahmacharini and Chandraghanta. So now I will tell you something about the other 6 and the significance of Vijayadashmi. That is today. So happy Vijayadashmi to all of you. So now it is said that this whole universe was just dark. There was nothing at all. There was no sun. There was no just nothing. Complete darkness. And at that point, Adi Shakti, the main energy, she smiled. Adi Shakti smiled, and from that smile, a light came forth, the cosmic egg, as it is said, that came forth and then became the sun, where she sits in, where this Adi Shakti sits in and is the power behind the sun, power behind creation. And then everything starts getting created again. The whole universe, the planets and everything and all the creatures and everything is created. And that Adi Shakti is prayed to on day 4 of Navratri as Kushmanda Devi. Ushma is the spirit, the energy, the force, the heat, the warmth that comes behind the creation. So she is called Kushmanda Devi. Anda is egg. So she is that one who has created the little egg and from which the universe has been created. Now, after Kushmanda Devi, on day 5, we worship Devi as Skandamata. Now, it is, I've told the story of Parvati, how she gets married, how Dakshayani had sacrificed herself into the fire and into the Yagna Kunda, and so she was called Sati. Now, all the gods were very, very worried after Dakshayani dies, because it had been said that the son of Shiva and Parvati would be the ones, or Shiva and Shakti would be the one who would destroy a terrible, terrible Asura demon called Tarkasura. Now, with Dakshayani gone, with Adi Shakti not there, with Shakti not there, with Devi not there, how would Shiva get a son? Because he would not marry anyone. He was not interested at all. He was a yogi now. So, but then, as I told you, Parvati was born again, right? That's Dakshayani who committed Sati. She was born as Parvati Devi. And now they get married. And once they get married, they have a son who is a great, great warrior. Okay? And he is called Kartikeya, the one who had the Kritis as mothers. That is, he was taken care of by 6 mothers. Now that is another story which I will tell you sometime. The story of Kartikeya is also a wonderful story. We will tell you that sometime. So now Kartikeya was born. He was a very, very ferocious warrior. He goes south. From the Himalayas, that's their home, he goes south towards the Vindhyas, where the Asura is there, Tarkasura, and he defeats him. He is called Skanda. Kartikeya is also called Skanda. He is also called Kumara. Now Skanda's mother is Skandamata. So we worship Devi as Skandamata, Okay, on the 5th day, as the mother of this warrior child who has destroyed Tarakasura. Now, again, as I told you the story of Mahishasuramardini, there Devi was just Yogamaya. She wasn't visible to everyone. She was just Maya. She's just the one who makes everything happen. She was just the one who created the whole universe. So now the Devas had been really worried. They needed to get rid of Mahishasura. So when they were worried, when they were frustrated and all their angers, a Shakti comes out of each one of them. Each one of the Devas, it's with light, right? Some have, it's a very colorful, fiery light, which is as large as the mountains and as fiery as flames. And that comes as a figure. Now, any figure needs to be born, right? Any person, any creature has to be born in order to be something that can be seen around. And otherwise it's just a spirit that is killing Mahishasura, and that can't happen. It has to be born of something. The Devas had given a promise to Rishi Katyayan, who was childless, and they had given him a boon that he would have a really wonderful child. So a daughter is born to Rishi Katyayan, and that daughter is Katyayani, the daughter of Katyayan, Katyayani. And she is the one who goes and as Devi to kill Mahishasura. She is Mahishasuramardini. So on the 6th day, we pray to that form that was born of Rishi Katyayan as Katyayani. Okay, so on the 6th day of Navratri, we worship Katyayani. Now, the story where Chanda and Munda had to be killed, and who comes from the frown of Devi's forehead? When Devi had frowned with anger because Chanda and Munda had dared to come close to her at that point and had said that she has to be grabbed and taken to Shumbha and Nishumba, right? That story. So when she frowned really with anger, from her frown, from her forehead came Kali. She was a dark force, a force that had so much energy and that could kill without caring, as feeling that, oh my God, I am really hurting this. She didn't need to feel that way because she had been born just to destroy evil. And she was in this whole thing of destroying the evil there. She is born as Kalaratri, Kali, Kalaratri, and is also called Chamundi. So we pray to her on the 7th day of Navratri. After which, now the 8th day we pray to Mahagauri. What has happened? Kalaratri, Kali has come with such anger in her. And what happens when you are got so much anger? Your beautiful, peaceful luster goes away. And that's what has happened to Devi. Devi's angry self has taken over. Because she had to punish. She had to punish Chanda and Munda. And she had to, in the wake of punishing so many, she had also killed so many other asuras. So that darkness was all around her. It is not the darkness of the skin. It is not a dark color of the skin. It is the darkness that is within you as an emotion. And that darkness, she had to let go to become her own self, Devi. So she goes to Brahma, Lord Brahma, and asks and prays to him to bring her back into that original luster of hers. And he tells her to go and take a dip in the Manas Sarovara. Okay, it's the lake in the top of the Himalayas. And she does so. And when she comes again bright and beautiful, lustreful, as she always was. Completely lustrous and beautiful again. And she is Mahagauri. Now there is another version to this story. And that version is very similar, just about the time that it happened. She had, as Aparna, as Brahmacharini, she had done a lot of tapasya or penance to marry Shiva, because she wanted Shiva to accept her, right? And that time, because she had fasted for so long and done so much penance, her luster had gone. She had become very weak, and she needed to regain all her strength and get back to what she usually was, to Parvati, right? And that time, Lord Brahma asks her to take a dip in the river Ganga. Some say Ganga, some say Manas Sarovara. And she takes a dip in the waters, and when she comes back, she is back to her lustrous self of what she was as Parvati, and she's called Ma Gauri. Gauri is Gaura Varna, that is wheat complexioned or fair-skinned one, fair-complexioned one. Again, note, it is not the color of the skin, it is the complexion, which is very healthy and very shining, and she is from the Himalayas, so she has that color, no? that fair-skinned color that she has, and she's called Gauri, Mahagauri. So we pray to Mahagauri on the 8th day of Navratri. Then, the 9th day of Navratri, we pray to Siddhadatri. Siddhadatri is, we all know that Adi Shakti is this big spirit or Shakti or force that encompasses the entire universe. She creates. She is the creator. She is the sound, Om. She is that sound. She is the silence between every sound. She is all that. She is within every creature. She is within every planet. She is within every tree. She is the force that creates. She is the force that destroys. Now, she is a feminine form. Shiva is her husband, and he is the male form of the force of Shakti. And to show that they are but one, male and female, Shakti or Devi comes out from his left side. So the right side of the body is now Shiva, and the right side is Devi. Ardhanareshwari, half male, half female, half Shiva, half Devi. And that form is called Siddhadatri because when you pray to her, Datri means one who will give. Siddha is whatever you want to, your goals. Okay, she basically helps you reach your goals. So she makes you a Siddha Purusha, a person who has reached their goal through focus and determination. If you pray to this figure of Ardhanareshwari, you can reach your goals in whatever you're looking for, you can reach that. And that is who we pray to on the 9th day and call her Siddhadatri Devi, the one who came on the left side of Shiva and made him Ardhanareshwari. Okay. So those are the 9 forms. Shailaputri, Brahmacharini Devis, Chandraghanta Devi, Kushmanda Devi, Skandamata Devi, Katyayini Devi, Kalaratri Devi, Mahagauri and Siddhadatri. These are the 9 Devis that we pray to each day of Navaratri. They are all the same Devi, Adi Shakti. Now, the 10th day, which is today, so happy Vijayadashmi to all of you. We call it Vijayadashmi. Vijayadashmi. Vijay means victory. Dashmi is 10th day, the victorious 10th day. It is said that anything you take up today on a Vijayadashmi will always reach fruition. It is the day when Sri Rama defeated Ravana. It is that day when Sri Rama defeated Ravana. So, all evil had gone away from this world. A very, very difficult battle. Rama had won and he has killed Ravana on this day. And the next day after that, he starts his return back journey with Sita and Hanuman all the way back to Ayodhya, and he reaches on Diwali. Okay, so he takes that many days to get back, all the way from Sri Lanka to Ayodhya. Yeah, so that is Vijayadashmi. On this day, whatever you undertake will be successful. So happy Vijayadashmi to all of you, and thank you for joining these 10 sessions of Devi Katha. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for being with me as I went through my journey of learning about Devi. Namaste.